Hello, happy homeowners. Anna here with Heartwood Art. Today, we're going to have a look at this Vevor Hose Reel Cart. I'm going to unbox it for you, put it together, hook up a hose, and do a full review on it. So let's dive in. So while we've got it together here, let's go ahead and talk about all of the features. First, it's made of metal. It's not plastic. I love that. Of course, wheel's plastic, but that's okay. And here's your little handle for rolling up your hose on it. And it's got the intake over here, which is easy to connect. And then inside, I don't know if you can see this, but inside is where your hose connects to it. So you connect that first and then start rolling it up. And it has this nice plastic wheels that it rolls on very smoothly too. So I'm going to get up here and show you what I'm talking about. Just lean it back, of course, to have the hose weight on it. But boy, does that ever roll smooth. It's easy to turn in any direction. So I really think this thing is great. So let's get it unboxed and I'll show you how to put it together.
Let's get our box open. On the top we have our two wheels, the instruction book, and the handle. Remove the cardboard insert. On the bottom we have our frame parts. We have hose reel 1, hose reel 2 with the intake connector, and then the handle, which also has what they call the fixings, and our bag of hardware wrapped to it. Then we have left frame for the wheels, the bottom frame, U-frame that has the inserts end, and then the connect shaft, and the right frame for the wheels. Last we have the contact part, and there are 3 of them wrapped together.
Here are the tools that I used on this project. The only 2 that you absolutely have to have is a Phillips screwdriver and a wrench, and it's a 10 millimeter. So if you don't have that, maybe you can use a monkey wrench. I also found it easier in a couple of spots to use a ratchet, 10 millimeter socket, and my drill with a Phillips bit in it. Now there is one big pin in it that I had trouble getting in with my bare hands, and so I used my little mallet with a piece of wood to bang on it on top of the pin. And I also use my vice grips to help with that. Channel locks will help too. A couple of other things that were handy to have, my little magnetic bowl for my screws, and a couple of 2x4s or any other kind of scrap wood that you have to keep the round thing from rolling around while you're assembling it.
All screws have lock nuts. Be sure to install them with the locking rubber part toward the outside of the screw, the same way they're threaded onto each screw in the hardware kit. To assemble the hose reel, start with hose reel 1 and the 3 contact parts. Ensure you place the shaft on the opposite side of where you'll install the first contact part. You'll have 12 of the M612 short bolts in your hardware kit. Remove the lock nut from 2 of them. From the underside of the hose reel, place them through one of the hole pairs. Then insert one of the contact parts with the hollow side to the inside of the reel. I use my chin to hold it. Thread each screw with the lock nut until you can't turn it anymore. Then use your 10 millimeter wrench and Phillips screwdriver to secure it. And if you use a drill, be sure to set it for low torque. I set mine to 6. Repeat these steps for the other 2 contact parts. Now let's add our hose reel 2 part. Place it with the intake connector facing down. I use 2x4s to help hold it steady. Insert 2 screws as before. Place the hose reel 1 and contact parts assembly onto the 2 screws. Insert the lock nuts and turn until tight with your fingers on all of the contact parts. Once you have them installed, use your wrench and screwdriver to tighten. And there's our reel assembly. To install the handle, find your fixings with the black plastic sleeve, and then your handle, and then your big R pin. Insert the fixings unit. It doesn't matter which way it's turned. Then insert your handle and note that it has a hole through it. Line up that hole with the shaft on hose reel 1. Then insert the end of your R pin. Now I couldn't get it in barehanded, so I got a mallet and a piece of scrap wood to help me get it all the way in. Get your right and left frame bars and place the shafts as shown here. Remove the lock nuts and one washer from each end of the connect shaft. Then turn the bar up and insert one end of the connect shaft. Install the washer, then screw on the nut, and then repeat for the other side. I used a pair of vice grips to hold the connect shaft still while I tightened the nuts with my wrench. And I gave up on trying to keep the bars level. You can fix that after you remove the vice grip. Get your U-handle and bottom frame pieces. Slide them together and ensure all holes line up. Stabilize the reel assembly with 2x4s. Turn the mounting brackets on each side with the flat side up. Remove the lock nuts from the 4 long M6x65 screws. Place the frame assembly onto the mounting brackets so the holes are near the mounting bracket holes. Hold it in place while you place the wheel holder assembly on the top. Line up at least one of the holes and insert one of your long screws. Install the locking nut finger tight. And then repeat this process for the other 3 holes. Once all 4 screws have been installed, tighten them down with your screwdriver and wrench. A stubby screwdriver might come in handy here if you have one. I finally got wise and grabbed a 10mm ratchet to finish tightening them. Install one of your wheels. It doesn't matter which side you put on. Then install one of the 2 number 10 flat washers. Then slip your cotter pin in. Grab the long end of it with your pliers and bend it up. Then give one extra light crimp. Set your hose reel on the floor and test how it rolls. Then turn the handle to ensure the reel rolls smoothly. The hose connector is on the inside, opposite the handle. Now I'm using a Gilmour 75-foot Super Duty hose. You can see the link for my review on it. And it already had the rubber gasket inside to ensure there would be no leaks. And it has a coil around the connector end to ensure that it doesn't crimp. I really like that. Now there was room to get my hands on the inside of the reel to tighten it. And I only went hand tight and didn't have a leak with it later. Now, I found this part tough, not because of the reel, but because of the new hose. I should have stretched it out good before trying to roll it onto the reel to avoid kinks. So, I pulled it out and started over. I also found that I could not stand behind the reel and roll it on. I had to stand in front and hold the cart down with my foot. That worked way better. Now, there is no guide on this reel, so you need to use your other hand to guide the hose from side to side as you roll.
Okay, let's do a review on this hose reel cart. As you can see, I didn't get my hose. It's a brand new hose, and I didn't get it rolled up as well as I wanted to. But there is no guide. You are the guide. Your hand moving that back and forth and one turning the wheel is the guide. The other thing I didn't like is where to put this thing. I mean, there's no little clip or anything for it. So, I mean, you could just let it hang if you wanted to, of course. But as this hose loosens up, it may flip over or do something. Maybe put it in here between the wheels. So, that's okay. I didn't have much trouble holding it still when I had my foot on the front. That means I'm rolling left-handed. and then rolling it around. Oh, this is a 75-foot Super Duty hose. And boy, Heidi, does this roll nice. It's so easy. I can go anywhere. Okay, the other thing about this Vevor, the hose to connect to your faucet, they don't supply that. You're going to have to get your own. We saw how it rolls around on concrete. Let's roll it around on the grass. Rolls great. It's so easy to turn and do things with. Have to bend down, but it rolls fine. I have a short hose from my old hose reel cart, and it does have a bit of a kink on it. There's already a washer in here. I'm just going to do that hand tight and see how that works. I'm going to unroll a bit of my hose. Now I think I'm on a new hose, but this thing turns freely, and I love that. And less chance of kinking. So let's turn this off, see how the hose rolls up when it's full. Oh, it rolls easy. Like I said, my only problem with this is I don't have any place to put this. And just let it hang underneath. Well, I sure hope you've enjoyed the review of this Vevor Hose Reel Cart. Be sure to look for the links around this video to get yours. And thank you for supporting this channel by doing it. Like and subscribe for more tips like this, and I'll see you around the house.